These culprits wasted no time as they went straight for the heist in this jewelry store. The leader carried a huge knife used to intimidate the workers. These culprits are not hesitant to use these weapons in South Africa. They wanted everyone on the ground to better control the situation and lessen the possibility of resistance from the workers. When these culprits have the upper hand, it is always recommended to comply and lessen the possibilities of tensions rising. They started packing all the valuables inside the bag. These shops sell jewelry costing hundreds of thousands. Owners should at least invest in different security measures. Employing reputable private security with a decent response time can go a long way in these unfortunate situations. These clowns wanted to get as much as they could from this store. Areas with these high-value assets should be regularly patrolled by the police since they are likely to be high on these culprits' lists. They managed to escape the scene after stripping the store bare. On the next video, the culprits entered in similar fashion from the previous heist. They tend to do this in order to overwhelm the target and give them no chance to react under pressure. They were now demanding for the owners to sit on the ground as they prepare to start their heist. This is at gunpoint with each and every one of them possessing a deadly weapon. The heist was now on as we see them turn the place inside out looking for money. Recently, these medium to small businesses have been under pressure from gangsters in South Africa. These culprits tend to demand fees for protection. The ones who do not pay these fees are often robbed or killed by these lawless culprits. In this scenario, the men were being searched over and over again. These culprits usually come in with no plan at all, as they just aim for whatever they can find. The police reaction in the nation is said to be slow to non-existent, as it is known to take almost an eternity to react to an act of crime. The victims in this scene were now being binded together using the ropes from the shop. This must have been a terrible experience for the two men and the lady on the ground. Their fate was now uncertain as they watched this heist from the floor. In certain scenarios, robbers are also known to kidnap victims and demand ransom to the families in order to release the victims. This makes this experience more eerie as the people on the floor have no idea what might be the next move. Everyone who was entering the shop was met with the same fate as the ones already on the floor. This is another jewelry store where people are seen viewing items and requesting to buy. This were no ordinary customers, but culprits disguised as potential buyers. They even wore particular clothing to try and disguise their actions. It's astonishing to see the great lengths these clowns go to execute these foul plans. They went over the counter and started to collect as much valuables as they can. They even brought a trolley to help carry everything. This must have been inside a mall, and again, it is astonishing the lack of security around these areas. These culprits seem to be doing this with little to no effort. The heist continued as we see them collecting these expensive items from the store. The store workers were now closed off at the back. They managed to take as much as they could before escaping the scene. On the next clip, we first see a young man and his mother paying for their goods by the till. The clown next to them decided to take the opportunity to rob the mother in this supermarket. That young man was not about to watch his mother get assaulted there, as he went straight to work after the clown put hands on her. If it wasn't for the other clown coming to the rescue, that young man was about to teach a lesson here. He eventually complied, but props to him for standing up for the mother irregardless of the situation and the potential ramifications in this situation. These situations can be dangerous, and we would like to add that we do not condone any of the violence and retaliation. It is always recommended to comply when dangerous weapons are involved. The man went on to jump over the counter and started collecting the money with the other culprit who was already there. The owner complied there, knowing the danger that comes with these situations. This video starts with a group of men looking at the phones on display inside an electronic shop. The owners were eager to serve these customers, but they had no idea what was coming in a few seconds. We then see the second bunch coming and going straight to the counter. Some of the people moved aside and others remained, but the remaining would later regret this decision. The second bunch went straight to work as they pressured the owners in this unfortunate situation. They were now targeting everyone inside the shop. They went on to collect all that they could find inside the shop. Again, there is no form of security measures around these shops or shopping complexes to try and counter these actions. These daylight robberies shows how comfortable these culprits get each day due to lack of consequences. Everyone was now holding their heads, praying for this scary encounter to pass. The men wanted to clean the whole shop and leave nothing behind. They finally decided to leave the scene after that chaos. The people inside the shop were beyond relieved. Fortunately, no one was physically hurt at the end.